The guy we are, the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building, Miss Jackie Christie.
Oh man, Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives. You've been in the rumor report a lot lately.
How do you really hope to heal your family after this? Because I don't think your intention was to bring your family on this show and have all these kind of stuff. So how are you approaching?
People say the truth always finds a way out, no matter how deep you try to hide it. And when it does, it doesn't just tap gently. It hits hard and tears everything apart. For years, Jackie Christie and Doug Christie seemed like the gold standard of love and loyalty. Their marriage looked rock solid, something many admired and even aspired to. But now, that picture-perfect relationship is falling apart, and fast. The situation...
We've been together, 20 plus years. We've been married for 21 years now. We just had our 21st wedding.
Let's start with the moment everything changed. Imagine this. Doug Christie, the man who stood by Jackie's side for almost 30 years, renewing their vows every single year, suddenly files for divorce. And this wasn't a quiet or polite split. This was a major, no turning back move. Why? Because this wasn't some spur-of-the-moment decision. Doug reportedly uncovered something so serious, it shook their whole world and quickly became public. Jackie Christie, the woman known for preaching love, loyalty, and yearly recommitments, is now at the center of some serious cheating allegations. And we're not talking about one-time mistakes. She's being accused of having multiple ongoing affairs, 5, to be exact, while still married to Doug. Yes, the same Jackie who built her image around being devoted and faithful. The claims are explosive, and if you think that's shocking, the details only get more.
A lot of people counted us out. They said we wasn't gonna make it, but that's my best friend, and we ride together.
Well, they used to say y'all weren't gonna make it because you used to be so, you used like you had them on a
Doug
leash.
Doug didn't stumble on all this by accident. According to people close to the situation, the signs had been there for years. Friends, family, even folks in their professional circle, had been warning Doug that something about Jackie's behavior didn't seem right, but Doug, ever the loyal partner, brushed it off. He trusted Jackie. Or maybe he just wanted to believe in her so badly that he ignored what was right in front of him. Eventually, those quiet whispers turned into loud, persistent rumors. That's when Doug decided he had to know the truth. He hired a private investigator. What came back was shocking. Video surveillance, financial documents, and screenshots of private messages between Jackie and the men she was allegedly involved with. The evidence was overwhelming. It painted a picture of a woman living a double life, carefully planned, deeply hidden, and far more calculated than anyone expected. One of the men? A well-known Hollywood A-lister, someone so famous that if his name came out, it could rock the entire entertainment world. Another, a wealthy businessman who, according to reports, was secretly funding Jackie's lavish lifestyle without Doug ever knowing. And then there was the ex, a man Jackie...
Well, marriage is definitely communication, respect, and that means not just respecting your partner, but also yourself. Intimacy, that's very important.
But the most shocking twist? One of the men Jackie is allegedly involved with is said to be an active NBA player. Yes, you heard that right. While Doug Christie, a respected, retired NBA star, was staying loyal and keeping to himself, rumors say Jackie was secretly involved with someone still playing in the league. If that's true, the consequences could be huge, not just for Jackie, but for this player's career. The NBA takes its image seriously, and a scandal like this could be enough to end a career. And it doesn't stop there. Jackie is also being accused of something even more serious, leaking information about Doug's business dealings to his competitors. If these insider claims are true, it means Jackie wasn't just betraying Doug emotionally, she was allegedly sabotaging him professionally, too. This isn't just a personal betrayal anymore.
Also financial.
I just wanted us to have a chance to just sit down and, discuss it.
But things get even darker from here. Insiders say Jackie's alleged betrayal didn't just shake Doug's personal life, it may have seriously damaged his financial future. According to those close to the situation, Jackie may have leaked confidential details about Doug's long-term investments and private projects. One major example? Doug. Next voice. And now, people are starting to wonder, Just how deep does this betrayal really go? Some of Doug's closest friends are taking a hard look at their past.
Years ago, we decided, his career, I'd be there, I would support him and everything. And then once he hung up his shoes, then I would do my career. And that's what we're doing.
There's growing concern that she may have used her role as Doug's wife to quietly gather sensitive information, not just about him, but about those around him. 2.1 former business associate, speaking anonymously, said Jackie often sat in on meetings under the pretense of being a supportive partner. She always acted like she was just there to help Doug, the source said, but now I'm starting to think she had her own agenda from the start. If that's true, then Jackie's alleged double life wasn't just about hidden relationships, it was a strategic effort to control the narrative around Doug's career and influence the people in his circle. Even more troubling, those closest to Doug had suspicions for years. But they felt stuck, unsure how to step in. One longtime family friend shared that there were always red flags: Jackie's constant need to monitor Doug's every move, her mysterious disappearances, the uneasy vibe she gave off. We all noticed it, the friend said. But Doug was so committed to her, he just couldn't see it. That's what makes this whole situation so painful, not just for Doug, but for everyone who looked up to their marriage. For years, it seemed unbreakable. But now, as the truth continues to spread,
but he just respects his queen, and he is my king. So,
and you should keep your woman around you. That's how you stay out of trouble.
There it is. That's right.
That's the truth to the matter.
So how did Jackie manage to keep all of this hidden for so long? According to anonymous insiders, she didn't do it alone. Rumors point to a well-known reality TV star, someone no stranger to keeping secrets, who allegedly helped Jackie stay under the radar. This person is said to have arranged secret meetups, created fake alibis, and even worked to keep certain stories from leaking to the press. But no matter how careful Jackie was, the truth eventually came out, and when it did, her public image took a major hit. Social media exploded with backlash. Fans who once saw her as a symbol of loyalty now accused her of being fake. Her Instagram was flooded with harsh comments, calling her out for pretending to be the perfect wife while living a double life. Jackie, in turn, broke down in front of cameras, claiming Doug had abandoned her and left her heartbroken. But for many watching, it didn't feel like remorse.
And it's interesting because a lot of people feel like reality TV has ruined a lot of relationships. Has it caused any strain? Because I'm sure it's hard for him to watch the show.
Yeah.
And he sees a lot of drama happening with you on the show in particular.
While Jackie has been outspoken about her version of events, Doug has taken a much quieter approach. He hasn't said much publicly, but his actions say it all. With divorce papers already filed and reports that his legal team is preparing to release damaging evidence, it's clear Doug is done, and he's not looking back. But the fallout isn't just between them. The emotional toll is also hitting their family hard. Their daughter, Takari Lee, has publicly shared that she experienced emotional and physical trauma growing up, claims that add even more complexity to an already painful situation. Instead of showing empathy or taking responsibility, Jackie fired back on social media, calling her daughter's statements lies. That response didn't sit well with many. In fact, it only added more fuel to the fire, with fans.
This is a dog-eat-dog world out there, especially in reality TV, especially on a show like this. Every man for himself. That's why I always stay a loner on the show, if you know that.
Meanwhile, things seem to be turning around for Doug. The business deals that were put on hold when the scandal first broke are now back in motion. Public support for him is growing fast, with many viewing him as the one who came out on top. It's a sharp contrast to Jackie's situation. Her brand deals and career opportunities are reportedly drying up. Companies that once lined up to work with her because of her image as a loyal, loving wife are now backing away. Quickly. Still, Jackie isn't backing down. She's calling the cheating claims completely false and says it was Doug who emotionally checked out of the marriage long before things fell apart. Her legal team is said to be preparing for a serious fight. If they can show that the allegations were exaggerated, or even made up, it could change the whole story. But for now, things don't look great for her. So here we are, watching the collapse of a relationship that once seemed rock solid. Jackie and Doug Christie, the couple known for renewing their vows every year, are now under the kind of public spotlight that can break even the strongest people. And the big question remains, is Jackie really the villain in all this, or just the target of a media storm that spun out of control?